announcements. Attention seniors, auditions for graduation speakers will be Tuesday, March 23rd. Prepare a 2-minute speech, contact Diane Jurgensen. And if you're doing a graduation musical number, that's March 25th. Prepare a musical piece and contact Diane Jurgensen. Act on 17 for OC. Search is a summer research program at the University of Utah, open to all students from West High that are interested in science. Priority to juniors from underrepresented backgrounds. Contact Delilah Martis for more information. Those interested in summer driver's ed, there are flyers around the school. Come to Coach Parts Portable P1 with a receipt and permit to fill out your drive card and receive access to course curriculum in Canvas. You can do it on March 10th or 17th or 24th. Westside Food Pantry reminder, we will be distributing food to families this Wednesday from 11 to 12 p.m. outside the cafeteria. This week we will have cereal, noodles, beans, apples, sauce, tomato, sauce, crackers, and other canned goods. Whoa, yeah. The West Wings cover art contest is on. The theme is Connections. And the prize is a $100 gift card to a local art supply store. We all need that. Come on. The West High Alumni Scholarship for graduating West High seniors is now open. Contact Delilah Mars more. West Winds still looking for more people. Contact Packer. Congratulations to Matt J. and Maya Marsh winning first place in the Mesa Straw Tower competition. They beat out 14 other groups from high schools across the valley. Come on. Yeah! Yeah. Yeah. All right. Salt Lake Community College is holding their spring multicultural conference virtually this year. Special event only for high school juniors, sophomores, and freshmen to connect with students from across the valley. We will be giving away an iPad and other prizes, so the more diversity workshops you attend, the better chance you have of winning. Go to the college website. Free mental health support groups for West High students. In-person groups meets every Thursday from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. And a Zoom session group meets every Thursday from 5 to 6 p.m., you know? And finally, 11th graders can practice for the ACT using Schmoop. Username is student email, and the password is Wasatch.
Morning West, here again as your host on CCC. This is your weekly COVID report. So, Salt Lake County crosses over 140,000 cases, 6,600 hospitalizations, and nears 800 deaths, close to almost half of the total deaths in Utah. Our state faces over 375,000 cases, almost 15,000 hospitalizations, and shockingly close to 2,000 deaths. We're still at about 2.2 million people tested and have more than 573,000 people who've had at least one dose of the vaccine. In other news, Utah Governor Spencer Cox has announced that he will be signing a bill that will end the state's mask mandate on April 10th. A top Utah doctor has advised against the move, and Salt Lake County Mayor Jenny Wilson has said that it's too soon, and we should wait until case numbers decline more.
Also, we're just ahead of the 1-year anniversary of quarantine. Happy birthday, lockdown.
And lastly, the United States case count has surpassed 29 million, and deaths are heading to 530,000. That's all for today. Wear your masks, Wes, and we'll see you next week.
This book is poggers. Oh, hello, it's me, Trayton Fox. Welcome to another episode of TV West. Start with some announcements. On Thursday, March 18th, Mod Pizza is hosting a fundraiser for West High. Mention West High, and some of the profits will go to the West PTSA. Yeah! Wow! Do it! Alright. Okay, so next segment. Last week we received rave reviews about the Wisdom with Willie segment featuring Willie and Tom. So guess what? Gonna do it again. Start the segment.
Drinking fountain doesn't work. Have you ever wondered what the hall monitor does all day? Well, in today's interview, we'll get to learn more about Willie, the hall monitor. All right, Willie, what do you think about the Spirit Bowl this week?
I don't know. What about the Spirit Bowl? I'm good. I'm in spirit. You can see me. I'm in spirit. from head to toe.
The dolphin spirit, okay? All right, that's good. All right, what do you think about the school lunch here?
I think the school lunch is really good. I haven't ate it myself. Cali Burger is my lunch spot. But, I mean, I think it helps the kids that don't have a meal get one. Because, you know, I was grown and raised, you always eat what you're given. And you can't be choosy. But some of the kids think the lunch is garbage. But for those that don't have, think the lunch is good. And as for me, you know, I'm Cali Burger, Apollo, or Carne Asada fries. That's me right there.
I think school lunch is good on some days, but on other days, not very good.
Not very good, yeah.
All right, what do you think about the new change in the school where students can come back 4 days a week?
I agree, but at the same time, if to be on the safe side of some kids, I think they give the kids a choice to, if they want to continue distant learning, I think they should have a choice. For the ones that want to come face to face, I think that'd be as good as well. But for the ones that just want to come and hang out and walk the halls, you can stay home with all that. You know, you can stay at home. We don't need all that here. We don't want to put anybody, the kids or the staff or the administration in jeopardy. But I agree with it. And I think, you know, 4 days instead of 5, I know some of the kids love that. I like it too. But I want it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I can have Friday off.
I agree with that, but I also... All right, my name's Dominic Davalos, that's TV West.
And I'm Willie. Peace out.
So, you know, Spirit Bowl was announced. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wacky. We sent Sierra to go, you know, get the scoop. Yeah. So Westside students now have an incredible opportunity to earn money and learn some exciting skills. Here's more on the Stadler Rail internship.
We manufacture train cars. We're a Swiss-based company. We've been in Utah for about 3 years now.
We are Stadler. We build high-end commuter rail trains. If we don't train our own employees, we are not going to have enough.
Definitely looking for skilled employees. I think by next year we want to hire another 100 employees.
This is the first youth apprenticeship in Utah.
We have 16 students we take in each year, and it's a 3-year program. The first year is in high school, where you spend every other day with us.
We get to work on different train cars, different parts of the train. It could be anything from the head of the body to just a normal passenger car where you would be sitting in, taking a ride to and from work.
Our current project right now we're building for Caltrain. It is an all-electric double-decker train. Madeline does have a background with welding. She has really been able to jump in quickly and break a little bit of the stereotype. I was very thrilled to see we actually have 2 young ladies in the program.
We've been sealing some of the parts for the doors. I get hands-on experience with trainers that have been in the field for years and years.
I'm in the electrical department. I've built some cables. I've learned how to test cables to make sure that they're built correctly.
It's work experience, you get paid for it. I've definitely developed my teamwork abilities.
At the end of the apprenticeship, we get an associate's degree in applied sciences.
If they want to stay with Stadler, they are more than welcome. We will offer them a full-time contract that will come with benefits. There are so many great opportunities in post-secondary education that's maybe not a traditional university.
They have an opportunity to go do further college, or they can stay with us and work, or they can just move on to another job with the experience that we give them.
Work experience is invaluable, as well as education, and being able to get both done at the same time is pretty cool. It really helps to secure my future.
We are training our future leaders, our future workforce, and there are so many opportunities to move up in the company, whether you want to be a leader or just a master technician in your area.
This week marks the 1-year anniversary of the pandemic. Isaac Rogers brings you remembrances of the time it all started. I don't have any tables to break this one, just start the segment. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good.
So this week marks the birthday of the pandemic here in America because, technically it started in December in China. But so that makes me think about my personal experience. So about a year ago, I remember when Rudy Gobert tested positive, and since my dad works with the Utah Jazz, he was there and he had to quarantine, and until they found out his test results, he could not come back home. And when I came back to school, it was a little bit scary because I know my dad didn't have COVID, but it still was a little scary. And I remember I told one of my friends, and they're like, "Run, Isaac's infected." And yeah. This makes me think, what happened to other people here at West? Let's find out, shall we?
Well, I think a year ago, it kind of freaked people out because they had no idea what was going on. Because a lot of people, obviously, we all went to the stores and we got a lot of toilet paper. And we got lots of other stuff.
You took all the toilet paper.
I did not.
Kind of missed in person because online was being a bit more difficult than usual because of internet and all that stuff. And then Zoom meetings shutting down, so it won't be that anymore. And then I can focus more on classrooms than just getting distracted in the internet or in my house.
Well, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time.
I was in school when my language arts teacher told me that we were gonna have a break for 2 weeks, and then we didn't have to go to school, and we were just gonna have online work and no Zoom, just online, no teachers. So we just do our work from home for 2 weeks and we'd be good.
Okay, actually I was kind of bummed because that meant I actually had to stay at home, and I'm a very social person. I like to be with people. So I got to sit at home with my family for a really long time, but it wasn't very exciting because then that just meant my family got to take me golfing every day, and that's really boring.
Well, at the time, it was very surprising news. I was kind of excited to tell everybody that, oh my gosh, I can't wait for us to have extra spring break. But now looking back, I'm kind of I kind of wish we could have stayed. The class I missed the most was probably, what classes did I even have? Probably theater. If I had it, I probably would have missed that, in French. I would have missed that as well.
What else?
I didn't, TV West, of course.
Big thank you to everybody who shared their opinions about the pandemic a year ago. This has been Isaac from TV West.
Everyone knows about knowledge, but this next clip will give you even more about a place. That's right, even more. Ha!
This broadcast was brought to you by the Weirdos of West. Welcome to Place in a Few Minutes, where we describe a place in a few minutes. Today we're doing Bear Lake.
This is Bear Lake. Bear Lake is a large body of water located between Idaho and Utah. It has a 4.7 star review, with some reviews being a great lake from a distance.
Bear Lake has many restaurants, including the Bear Trapper Diner. And not only does it have restaurants, it also has resorts, like the Ideal Beach Resort, which has pools, condos, and sometimes even sporting areas. This right here is Bear Lake from the ground view, thanks to Google Maps. And did you know that Bear Lake has a World War II memorial? You do now. Bear Lake is a prime summer vacation spot. Many people would go to Bear Lake during the summer to have a vacation in their condos or the resorts or whatever. Bear Lake is also a good hunting spot. People come during the fall/autumn to hunt deer and elk and whatever. Well, that's pretty much it. See you next time.
Legislative session. Here's Atticus with a rundown of legislative session.
As you may know, the Utah legislative session ended on Friday. One of the first bills passed, surprisingly, was the Education Appropriations Bill, which determines how much money the state of Utah spends on education. The bill raised education funding by $400 million, including $1,500 bonuses for teachers and $1,000 bonuses for other school employees. Overall, the bill appropriated $6 billion to public education in the state of Utah. There was a bill proposed that would reallocate Salt Lake City School District funding to other schools if Salt Lake City School District did not return to in-person learning. That bill eventually morphed into a bill prioritizing in-person at all levels of education before finally being passed. On a related note, due to the passage of Amendment G last election, the state income tax once reserved solely for education funding can now be used for other purposes. Two bills which I have previously covered for TV West have passed. Mental health days for students will allow mental health days to be used as a legitimate excuse for an absence, and student attendance amendments will prohibit schools from requiring doctor's notes to excuse absences. A bill that would bar transgender students from participating in high school sports was not passed after Governor Spencer Cox said that he would veto the bill. Another bill, which would require the teaching of consent in Utah sex education, also failed to pass. I'm Atticus Teeter with TV West.
Not today. Not today. Not today.
Hello and welcome to Word of the Week. This week's word is effervescent. This means bubbly, fizzy, carbonated, that stuff. Effervescent. Effervescent.
Stay classy, Westside.